Today, I'm detailing my wife's Lexus RX 350F Sport and it's long overdue. The exterior hasn't been washed in 3 months thanks to all the snow and slushy roads. And the interior? Just 6 months of winter boots, coffee spills, and chaos. We're bringing this thing back to life, inside and out, and trust me, you'll love the before and after shots. Let's go! My first step is removing all personal items and belongings to ensure I can thoroughly clean every corner of the space of this vehicle and get everything out of my way. Alright guys, I'm officially back to detailing. It's been a little while since I last picked up the tools, but the wait is over. We are back in business and better than ever now that I've got a garage again. It's been 2 long years. One of my goals is to save up enough to install a hot and cold water system in my garage. This will make removing dirt much easier, especially during our chilly Chestermere weather. Right now, I'm working with a regular cold water faucet, which definitely adds a challenge. These fender liners are a real pain to clean since they are made of a felt-like material designed to dampen sound and make the ride quieter. Dirt clings to them easily. It takes several passes to make sure every bit of grime is gone. I'll also be removing the license plate to make the detailing process easier and ensure a cleaner, more thorough result. And of course guys, we can't overlook the undercarriage. There's definitely some salt buildup hiding under there, that needs to be taken care of. Time to lather her up. Bubble bath time. Let's get this beauty nice and sudsy. Using my detailing brush, I'll tackle the small trim pieces and tight crevices to ensure every inch is thoroughly clean. When spraying the door jambs, be extra careful not to splash water inside the vehicle. Precision and control are the key to mastering this technique. Time to tackle these dirty wheels and fender wells. I'm applying a cleaning solution to the fender wells as well to break down the grime, so when I hit it with my pressure washer, all that dirt comes off effortlessly. As you can see, it took several thorough passes to make sure every bit of the dirt was completely gone. Patience is the key, guys. I'm giving it another soak with soap as I prep to scrub it down with a clay towel. This helps decontaminate the surface before moving on to the final polishing stage of my detail. I don't know if you see any difference, but this paint is looking glossy already. This is so satisfying. So far, so good. As I move on cleaning these floor mats, I have to say, they are surprisingly easy to clean. Definitely a step up from some of the tougher aftermarket mats I've dealt with. moving on to the interior, thanks to those floor mats, the carpet underneath is in great shape and not too dirty at all. As you notice, I'm grabbing my drill and soft white brush to agitate and lift out the embedded dirt for a deeper clean. It's always funny to find the treasure trove of snacks, some leftover food and crackers my kids stash under the seats. Alright, now it's time for one of my favorite combos, APC and the steamer. This powerful duo makes lifting dirt a breeze, simplifies the detailing process, and even disinfects the surfaces at the same time. Once the interior is fully cleaned, I love finishing it off with 303 Aerospace Protectant. It offers excellent UV protection and is safe to use on all surfaces including leather seats, your dashboard, your door panels. It leaves a clean, matte finish without that greasy feel, making everything look fresh and well protected. I'm using CarPro Clarify for the final wipe on all the glass and windows, paired with a waffle weave towel to ensure a crystal clear streak-free finish. And the final step, a quick polish to bring back that deep glossy shine. Time to make it shine bright like a diamond once again. Guys, are you ready? Enjoy the before and after montage.